focusing on things like your risk to reward ratio. You can try to track that down. What's your average risk to reward ratio? You can document that. You can try to see comparison. What's working for you? What's not working for you? Is it adding up to be profitable for you, or is it not? You can start to track things like that. Knowing your stop loss before, how much you risk before during a trade. You can know all of that and try to get an average and see over time, okay, which statistics works better for you and how you can take advantage of that moving forward. So using a trading journal can really help you understand those numbers and give you some better insight as to how you can be continuously or consistently profitable, we'll say. Next concept will be to, of course, not to revenge trade. This goes kind of to a psychological aspect of it, but don't revenge trade after a loss. I have a video about talking about when to validly hedge and how to go by approaching hedging, but it's in general, if you take a loss, you kind of should just step away from the market or just don't really force it. You need to have a set number of trades that you're going to take in a day or a set amount of capital you're going to risk in a day and just stick to that. If you start just going, okay, I lost here in this buy, but so I'm going to sell now. Well, I'm going to take the sell loss, so then it must be buying again. So I'm going to buy, and it has to be right. And it just might not be that type of day. You might end up losing 3, 4, 5 trades in a day. You need to just avoid doing that. Don't try to revenge trade. Don't try to prove the market wrong or just try to increase your size and win your money back. Just try to stick to your plan and have your predefined risk rules, saying, okay, after today, I'm going to risk 2% of my capital today, and just stick to that. This is going to help you avoid those really big losing streaks and have those really big losing days. So just don't revenge trade. Stick to whatever allotted capital you're going to risk for that day, and it'll help you be profitable in the long term. The next concept is going to be trade fewer but higher quality setups. And this kind of goes back to my previous point of don't try to overtrade. If you're taking quality setups and you're taking but those fewer setups, it's going to help you not overtrade or risk too much a percent of your capital in a day. So if you're doing maybe you have a good system, but you really focus on those quality setups. Maybe you only take 1 trade a day, and there's something wrong with that. You can't really blow your account in a day. So it helps you long term building your account. If you're only taking 1 trade, maybe 2 trades a day. If you're taking, let's say, 8 trades in a day, that's really excessive unless you're just a scalper. So if you're scalping, that it might be appropriate to do that because you might be risking a little less. And you're just going for really quick, fast moves that always form. But if you're taking more than like 2 or 3, maybe 4 trades most a day, if you're risking a lot of percent, that's going to really add up, especially when you have a bad day or a losing day. Those 4 or 5 trades or more could really be detrimental to your account. So just make sure you're trying to trade fewer but really high quality setups. You want less is more. This is really going to help you, especially if you have a really high risk to reward. So this is going to help you maintain a good win percentage and just maintain your capital long term. Next one will be use alerts and limit orders to remove execution. And this really helps with trying to get a really accurate entry and, of course, exits in the market. So whenever you're doing that, it helps you to take out a lot of the rapidness in the markets, and the markets move fast, especially when I trade on the 1 minute. I prefer doing limits just because it takes out the emotion of me trying to jump in the market and get an improper price level for my entry. So if I do a limit, it's just going to tag my limit, and it's going to be really accurate. I know exactly how much I'm going to be risking and losing for an entry and a stop loss. And especially as you go up higher and higher, those 1 ticks and those small little ticks and moves in the market for entry, those will start to add up as you go higher and higher. Maybe when you're first starting out, it might be $1 difference. But when you get up higher and higher, it'll be $100 difference in 1 tick. It could be $1,000 difference or a $10,000 difference in those little small ticks for your moves when you're doing a market order entry. So just using those alerts and limits helps you to plan out your trades and to understand your risk fully before you're getting into the actual market. And it just helps with your calm yourself and you don't make any impulsive moves. So that's how you can go about that, just using those alerts and limit orders to try to remove some emotion from your actual trading. And it just helps you with maintaining that risk. So if you want to say you want to risk 1%, it's easy to really control that whenever you're doing a limit order as opposed to a market execution, just trying to do it all live and in the moment. It can be very hectic. And the last concept for this video we'll do is accept the risk before you enter the trade. So yeah, I had a one-on-one this week, or I did a live session just talking to some traders, and a concept that did come up is you need to understand, just accept the risk before you enter. When you're setting a trade, you don't want to be scared or have any fear in it or doubt or anything about it. You just want to make sure you're accepting the risk before you enter. That way, you need to be completely comfortable if that trade loses or if that trade wins. That one trade should not make or break your account. No trade should ever be like that. You need to just say, okay, I'm risking 1%. I'm risking, let's say, $10 or whatever the amount you're risking is. You say, okay, if this trade loses, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go on to the next trade. If you get to be anxious about your trading and watch every single tick and how the market's reacting every single second, then it's probably the wrong trade. If you have to do things like, sit there and watch it, go and pray, or just try to overanalyze it, it's probably not the right trade, or you risk too much. It needs to be something that you don't even worry about. You're just kind of watching it and saying, okay, whatever happens, happens. Accept the risk and just move on to the next trade if it loses or if it wins. So we're going to wrap the video up here. This was just a quick 10-minute, 15-minute video just to get you guys some concepts on proper risk management and how to go about it. These concepts should help you to build some consistency and some profit over time, as opposed to just in a rapid one-day thing. It should just help you build consistency over time and help you be profitable long-term. So I'll wrap the video up here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out other content on the channel. And join Market Mentors. The link is in the description, and I'll see you guys next video.